Lose yourself tonight. Lose yourself tonight.
Baby like to string me up 좀 더 내게 다가와 내게 맞춰 my face 살짝 너의 맘을 slide 그냥 미치게나 싶어나 넌 어떻게 생각해 자 follow me now 이 rhythm 다시 make me spin We're making music Every day we play 가볍게 grooving 느낌대로 해 Don't stop the music Hands up come on bass 지금부터 lower 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 We want that boom 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 bass boom 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 bass boom 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 bass We got that boom 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 my bass 좀 더 lower 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 We want that 박자에 맞춰 up down 줄을 감싸 밀고 당겨 doom slap let's count down 가만 잡고만 flat 괜찮아 뭐 어때 우리 사이 keep going make it baseline 너도 왠지 템포가 빨라 걸어와 둘만의 timeline hands in the sky you know what I like We making music every day we play 가볍게 grooving 느낌대로 해 Don't stop the music hands up come on baby 지금부터 lower 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 We want that boom 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 bass boom 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 bass that boom 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 bass that boom 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 We got that boom boom on my face 좀 더 lower 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 We want that We're making music every day we play 가볍게 grooving Don't stop the music hands up come on baby 지금부터 lower 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 We want that alright 나 손을 잡고 떠올라 hey alright 너와 내가 잡고 떠올라 hey alright 어디 계속 같이 떠올라 lower lower We want that boom 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 bass I can tell this is a miracle in your world. I feel invincible. Remember how you looked when we met. You still have this effect. You are so incredible, credible. I didn't know what to say as the hours fell away. Our love is unmissable, missable. I can tell this is a miracle in your world. I feel invincible. I can tell this is a miracle. 'Cause in your world, I feel invincible. Even though we go high, we go low, we still find our way home. You know that you're all I need, all I need. 'Cause every time our lips touch, it's so divine. It's like you're leaving my worries behind. I wanna give you all of me, all of me. I can tell this is a miracle in your world. your wall. I feel invincible. I feel invincible.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but
He's had a shot! And here's the chance to counter. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Saviola.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Saviola.
There's little doubt that Rui Costa will be conductor-in-chief in this lineup.
And you'd want to be conducted by him, wouldn't you?
Well, you would, because he's not the quickest and strongest, and yet his awareness and deft footwork make him the perfect link-up man. He is the creator-in-chief.
Mateus. Oh, that was vital. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mateus. And this is Hullet. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Saviola. Yaya Toure. Nesta cuts it out. Still goalless. Beckham carries the ball down the right. Vieira. And it's Bale. And the return pass. Played out to the left flank. Pings in across. The Rossi tries to clear.
Italy definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Or in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And they can counter here. Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. He's in a good position here. Now it's Saviola. Now it's Hullet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mateus. Beckham. That's a good foray he's making. Now it's Beckham. Here it is, crossed in. And they're quick to get it back. Yaya Toure. He's had it taken off him. Hullet. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn for Yaya Toure. Vieira does well to get it back. Now he's got space here. Now that's well seen too. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Maldini. Rafael Varane. De Rossi. And it's Yaya Toure. He's a sharp little ball here. Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nicely shaped ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's had it nicked away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Saviola. That'll do under the circumstances. Mateus. Now, can they get him away? Beckham gets into a good position. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Big chance! And he's taking no chances there. And that's been drilled in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side has found a way through yet.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And it's Cruyff. Great vision. Swings it. Getting up there! It's in!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Rui Costa. Italy do have a chance to counter here. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus, never out of the action for very long. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability.
Takes a shot! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 8.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 42.
Italy restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Il numero 20. Seedorf. Il
Ronaldinho.
numero 10. Kaká. Attenzione,
Well
un
seen,
cambio.
saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Now it's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this?
Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 19. Messi. Numero 4. Rafael Varane. Lasciano il campo
Hugo,
per
the magician in chief, his feet
il numero
twinkling.
13. Cambio di
Šeško
giocatori.
looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kaká venturing down the left. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's De Rossi. Ronaldinho. Driving forward. And it's been played through. Šeško. Lahm. That's a little off target.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Figo. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Ibrahimovic! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Figo plays it short. And he's gone backward here. Figo. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Italy have their second corner now. Figo with the short one. Goal, Italy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Italy with... He's rising! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a game, this. All square again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And the shot's on here. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Vietnam have been handed a game-changing chance. So this to turn it right round. The comeback is complete. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Kaká scooting forward. And the pass is intercepted. So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And
It's clear that you're ever loving. I knew it from the start. I opened my heart inside was all gone. I never thought anyone else could be my friend. I'm loving you every day up until the end. It's clear that you're ever loving. It's coming from the heart. It's clear that you're ever loving. We'll never be apart. Guess you have the real love, real love. Hoping that you feel love, feel real love.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, no question, that's a foul. Yaya Toure has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Gullit. Bale. It's a sweeping cross. Araujo with the clearance. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Beckham with the cross. Cleared without hesitation. And this is Bale. Serves up a cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
This is the time you need that pace.
Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Cruyff, and that could set him on his way. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Rui Costa. Can he get on the end of this? Yaya Toure. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's Messi. Chance, surely! Back when it goes. And this is Gullit. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Italy are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's aimed into the middle. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Cruyff. Araujo concedes a free kick for that. Beckham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run, and this is Hullet. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's gone loose. He's a sharp little ball here.
Rui Costa.
Receives it in a wide position. Italy have their second corner now.
Rui Costa.
Goes short. And here's Rui Costa. Now there's a fine ball. There's the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Five minutes till the break. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Over to the other side. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And here's Hullet. He's beaten the last man. Real chance! And he's done it!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that, especially...
And the referee has signalled for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi! It's hit the upright. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Pinches it off him. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Great vision. Bale. And the through ball. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Tries to play it through. He's got away. Shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Rui Costa. Eto'o going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Eto'o. Plays it in low.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. They've got to make this nice and quick.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Knocks it out wide. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Hullet currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 8.
So we have movement on
Numero
both
18.
benches.
Eto'o. Numero 9. Numero 19. Messi.
Kaka can
Numero
see
42.
things others simply
Yaya
cannot.
Touré. Lascia il
Lam.
campo per il numero 11.
Šeško.
Ibrahimovic.
And it's
Il
Lam.
numero 5. Luis Suarez.
Lam
Numero
play
10.
and a header.
Kaká.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve
Il
it.
numero 41.
And that was
Attenzione, un
very
cambio.
necessary.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
De Rossi. And it's Rice. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Maicon. Ronaldinho is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Maicon with the short one. And that is out of play. Figo. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Lam. And that has put paid to that.
Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Luis Suarez. Van der Sar claims comfortably.
Italy couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Spread neatly. Lam. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Luis Suarez, and they're quick to get it back. And that is a little undercooked. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rice is there to clear. Suarez charging forward, the ball at his feet. And the shot! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 22.
So here comes the substitution. Italy have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Kaka, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And that's a dangerous ball, and he's certainly onside here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Spread it left. Nice looking ball. And this is Eto'o. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Bale. Vieira. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. Messi does really well there. He is strong. And here's Rui Costa. De Rossi. And here's Eto'o. That is lovely. So much time and space here. Bale did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And he's intervened well there.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Italy definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up. Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Vieira attempts a clearance. It's Rui Costa. Well, that pass isn't the best. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now then, the ball's come loose. It's going to be another throw. Now it's Beckham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Rui Costa. Rui Costa. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Messi, very much a man. Tries one from range. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Brilliantly cut out. Has a look and plays it forward. Mateus. Look at the space here. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Can he get it through? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That looks a cracking ball. Eto'o. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well-timed, excellent interception. Beckham. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Bale getting forward. And it's Vieira. To Beckham. Mateus. Cruyff. Vieira.
Ci sarà un
Now,
minuto
can
di
they get him
recupero.
away? Takes aim and crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, that's well spotted. Good-looking ball. And smartly reclaimed. Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, nice touch. Looking to play him in. Aimed at the far side.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Gullit chasing after it. Oh, easy pickings there. Now that's well seen too. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for options for movement. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Gullit looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter.
Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
De Rossi. And here's Gullit. This might spell danger.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero
It's a
18.
good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Numero 19.
And it's
Messi.
Ibrahimovic.
Numero 8. Numero 9. Numero 42.
Backward it goes.
Lasciano il
Decent
campo per-
chance! And a neat finish! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Vieira wins the duel this time. Ronaldinho. Vieira. That is good strength. Rafael Varane. That's where it came from. Lahm has it out wide and in space. And he lines up a cross. Araujo gets it away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Rice. Shot a goal! Well taken goal. And they're back in front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Vietnam have their lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. Italy really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Figo. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rafael Varane. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Ibrahimovic.
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Vietnam can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Driving forward, searching passes played there. He's on it, can he get away? He's having a shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond.
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
This looks promising. Thuram receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the...
Happy or sad, through the love and the wars, we still settle the scores. It's alright, you can have a good time. This is a secret that keeps you stuck from the deep end.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No way through. Now it's Luis Suarez, and it's Yaya Toure. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Toure can get it clear. And this is Cruyff. Lovely bit of skill. Cruyff's cross. That's a decent clearance. Hullet.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's picked out the run. It's an inviting looking ball, that. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
He has found the way through. Chance, surely! Threads one in. Now that's well seen too. Driving on and making good progress. Tries to pass it through. And he's straight offside. Luis Suarez. And here's Rui Costa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's on it, can he get away?
Italy really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Luis Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. Mateus. Oh, good spread. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Luis Suarez, and the counter is on. Rui Costa. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, that's fabulous. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for options for movement. Messi. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Rui Costa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And he's had it nicked away. Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Araujo. To Maldini. Looks to the other side. Thuram. That's a good foray he's making. And it's De Rossi. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And here's the chance to counter. What a throw in. Mateus. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Maldini. Hullet looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Bale just loves to go forward whenever he can. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Tries to play it through. He's got away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's Hullet. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out. This will probably be a big far post.
He is through here.
Yaya Toure. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11.
Oh, sweet feet.
Ibrahimovic.
Ronaldinho.
Il numero 18. Eto'o. Il numero 21. Il numero 10. Kaká. Il numero 20.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's having a shot! Ibrahimovic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Maldini. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And he's managed to get free. Can he get onto this?
You can never be short of runners into space. As
Real chance! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Vieira. It's a searching pass. Lahm gets into a good position, showing good feet. Hoisted in, impressive jump. He's in a great position here. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Terrific effort. Firm header, just off target.
that's a really decent chance.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 4.
Italy have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Numero 17. Ferdinand.
Lahm. And he's intervened well there.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Ferdinand is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Maldini.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Kaká. He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rice for Lahm. 2 minutes to be added on. Vieira. Searching pass he's played there. Araujo gets up. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a visitare il negozio ufficiale dello stadio per acquistare i souvenir dell'incontro odierno. Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 22. Lascia il campo per
Into extra time we
numero
go.
13. Attenzione, un cambio.
And here's Ibrahimovic. They're urging him to shoot. And that's played in low. And he's there to belt it away. That's a throw. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Haaland. Rice looking to receive it in space. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Vietnam truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Gabriel clears. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Seedorf. De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Probing pass. Šeško. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we're halfway through extra time. So 15 minutes to find a winner, but is there anything left in the tank? And so the last chance to find a winner. So for the last time, who dares to win? Lovely feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maicon is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Figo. De Rossi. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. De Rossi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Rice receives it in a good position here. Goes for a shot! Tries to get it clear. Maicon. Maicon has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Now, this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And it's Rice. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, important interception. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's chosen to go back. And here's Haaland.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
Yeah, and it was clear who the better side was in extra time. It was equally clear why they didn't win it.
So after 2 long, inconclusive hours, here we go. It's penalties. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he does it with poise.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Ronaldinho is the next to run the gauntlet. And he makes it 1 each. He had to, and he did. So on to the second man. No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
Haaland, second in line for them. Big character, big moment, big save. Eto'o is third in line.
I think he instinctively knew the keeper was going to move.
Rice, the third man up. No! Denied remarkably! Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
This to double their advantage. Of course. And that is a giant step towards the line.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Oh, it's been saved! And that's it! So it all ends in...
Like the flowers, my sorrow blooms in the light. Like the waters, I'm drowning into you. Like the heavens, our kiss is higher than the mountains. We're in all the colors, and all the colors in you. Let your colors shine in the darkest night. Love is sheer, love is sheer. Let your spirit rise in this hopelessness. Love is sheer, love is sheer. We're dancing in the colors. We're dancing in all of the colors. We're dancing in the colors. We're dancing in all of the colors. We're dancing in it.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Beckham does well to get it back. And it's Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. There's little doubt that Rui Costa will be conductor-in-chief in this lineup.
And you'd want to be conducted by him, wouldn't you?
Well, you would, because he's not the quickest and strongest, and yet his awareness and deft footwork make him the perfect link-up man. He is the creator-in-chief.
Gullit is herring after that one. Yaya Toure looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Such good technique.
Looking for options for movement. And Gullit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. Toure gets a foot in here.
This is the time you need that pace.
And they've got a throw. Nedved. Vietnam yet to have an attempt on goal. It's Rui Costa. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Knocks it into space. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's a key interception. Pullet. And here's Rui Costa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rui Costa! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Hullet. And it's Yaya Toure. And that's a dangerous ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, nice touch. Nedved crosses. Hullet never out of the action for very long. Now that's well seen too. Rui Costa played into space. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Van der Sar can clear it away. And here's Messi, and reclaimed it in a trice. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Pinches it off him. He's a sharp little ball here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That is a great pick out. Varane robs him of possession.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
And here's Hullet. That's going wide left. Bale, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Cruyff! Big moment! Massive goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift.
And that is all they have time for. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Vietnam just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed. Vietnam currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Vieira. Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Cruyff. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the counter is on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! cruising. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 8.
So time for
Numero
change,
19.
and this one has been on the
Messi.
cards for a little while.
Numero 42.
Vietnam
Yaya
are
Touré.
now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Lascia
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Il numero 20. Seedorf. Il numero 23.
And he's only too happy to take that back. De Rossi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Bout of passing here. There's the shot! It's a goal! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 9.
So we have
Viene
movement on
sostituito
both
con il
benches.
Numero 21.
Shift in
Attenzione,
momentum,
un cambio.
perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Out towards the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Beckham cuts it out. Bullet needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Eto'o. Vietnam are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Ronaldinho. That's Vieira. It's a searching pass. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Bruno Fernandes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Figo. Now, what about this cross?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's a clever-looking chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 4. Rafael Varane.
And it's Bale.
Lascia il campo per il numero 2. Bale.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
Italy really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, they could break here. Figo. And the pass is intercepted. De Rossi. And it's Seedorf. Passing nice and neat. Neto driving forwards. And he thumps it clear. De Rossi. Very much into the last knockings.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be a throw-in. Picked out brilliantly. A header! And he's stuck it away. They have stolen level at the last. Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Big chance! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Vietnam look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition...
They have held on just. Vietnam can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
favored. Could tell I'm a paper chaser. I like girls that get money. I like checks sweet like honey. Oh no, watch me shake all the ways. And you know when they see this, a shape body. And I move so slow, see the shock on their face.